VS Code Source Control View lets you work with multiple Git repositories at the same time. Here, for example, I have a multi-root workspace where I've added both the VS Code project and the TypeScript project, and each of these contains their own Git repository. Now, if I switch over to the Source Control View here, you can see that I have two entries here. One is for the VS Code repo, and then one is for the TypeScript repo. And we can see all of the changes individually for these, and then we can interact with them on their own as well. So we could go in stage changes, we could write commit messages for each repo here. So each of these is like the normal source control view, but it is controlling each repository that you're looking at over here. Now we can also go and control what we're actually seeing in this source control view if we wanted to customize that. So one option would be to actually hide one of these views. To do that, all we have to do is go up to the little ... here, and then we can go to the repositories drop down here and then go and check which views we want to have enabled. So let's say we wanted to hide the TypeScript view here. We can go and uncheck TypeScript, and now we're only seeing the VS Code repository. That'd be useful if the source control view is accidentally picking up a repository that you're not interested in, for example. Now let's just go and re-enable that for a second here. And VS Code also includes a view that can show you all of the available repositories instead of just listing them all in the source control view down here. So if we go to the ... again up here, and we go to views, we can say source control repositories. And now at the top of the editor here, you can see that I have a list of the two repositories that we're currently viewing. Now if I click on either one, it'll actually switch the source control view down here to only show the commits and the relevant information for that repository. So I can actually use this view to go and switch between the two, just like this. And you also get some nice metadata about each of these repositories that we're managing up here. Now again, if I want to get back into the previous state where I have the two source control views visible down here, I'm just going to go into the source control view here and go over to the ... and say repositories, and then go enable the other repository that I'm interested in as well. And then I have both repositories showing up in the source control view here instead of just having the one that I selected from the source control repositories view up there. So that's a quick look at how you can work with multiple Git repositories in VS Code source control view. It's especially helpful if you're working with multi-root workspaces or if you have a project that contains multiple sub-repos.